Hello everyone, Untitled Chapter, welcome to another mod overview. This time imported from Sayo, a mod that simply is a updated port of sorts of the 1.2.5 version that a current modder is making. So this is pretty much 1.7.10 and 1.12 of those, as far as I can tell. Maybe adding in a few of its own, maybe, but for the most part it seems like it's just a sort of carryover for it. So yeah, for the most part, it pretty much seems to be a mod that adds a ton of decorations, but there is certain things like Black Quartz or certain other bits and pieces on the side, like wands and bombs and tools. So I'd say probably use it mostly as a decoration mod or block building type of mod, but for the most part, there is other stuff in between. So first off, we'll cover some of the blocks, which I'm just gonna go through real quick since there's quite a lot. So you've got bookshelves, like so, with 2 books and 2 planks in different variations. And obviously the books only appear on a certain side. If you try and break the bookshelf, I don't know, you do get it back, yep. So there's that. You've got light sources, such as the framed lamps. Then you can make a square, you can make a slab, you can make a flat, or you can go back to the other. So that's the 3 there. There's also some others as well, such as fluorescent ones, which we just go to here you can find. So fluorescent, emergency lights, and dark emergency lights. So that's these 3 here. You've got certain things like the railroad crossing here, which doesn't have any recipes, but you can see the 2 here. You've got some ender steel, which is a material you get with ender dust, which is just an ender pearl turned into dust. Then with an iron ingot, you get plates and a block and an invisible button and such. So there's that. There's a imitation solar, which is pretty much, I assume, imitating a IC2 solar panel. Pretty much decoration though. I don't think it actually outputs power or does anything else or connects to IC2 cables or anything. You've got the Basalt track, which I don't know enough about these. And there's a few of them, such as the powered and more, but I haven't been able to place them in the world, as you can see here. So I don't really know what to do with them for anything at all. I don't think you can even vertically do it. No. So I don't really know how you place these in the world, but there is some other rails you can use, I guess, for decoration, maybe for some purpose, but I have no idea. We've got some other decoration blocks with wheat and so on. So you've got some tatami, you've got sikuri or something. I'm not sure. And different versions of tatami, along with some other bits and pieces. There's a button, you've got some flag dirt, which I assume you maybe find in the world. You've got vending machines, which you can find like this, which seems to be just the top half. You can break it, but the easiest way to sort of get it off is to just place another block and it'll just drop. I happen to place a door near it and notice it just did that, so yeah. But getting these back is you do get these in item form though, you don't actually get the other that you would just placing it, so just to be aware of that. I don't think you can craft these though, I don't know how you get the other into another form that's placeable though. Oh, there we go. Just didn't get it going before, so there's that. There's some different stuff on the sides of each of these, I assume, with different advertising or something. Yep. Okay. So there's that. Otherwise, you've got Black Quartz, and different things you can do with that. You've got some small stairs, which is just like so, and you get 6 of this, compared to the extra you need here to make, and this is what small stairs are like, pretty much. You've got certain hardened bricks of different materials, like so, which we've got many of here, down to there. You've got the others there, ice and so on, that I didn't think to place down. Black Quartz ore, which you can smelt once you harvest it from the nether to get Basalt or Black Quartz blocks. So there's more you can do with the Basalt there. We've got stone pillars, along with some red ones as well, which is just nether quartz and nether wart. You've got lighting options like so. So you've got a white framed, you make like that, and then the others are pretty much just a different dye, and obviously been in slab form and otherwise. So there's those. You've got the groove, which just looks like so. I don't think it's interactable as far as I can tell. You just make that like so. Unless you put water in it maybe, and it's like a water fountain? That actually might make a lot of sense. Nope. Apparently not. Okay, that's not gonna solve that, so we're just gonna need some blocks. So that's move in here again. We've got more stairs. We've got the rusted rails and such, which I just happen to have down here. So you can use these as an option if you want. Just slightly rusted, and so on, which is just rails in a bucket, and then keep rusting it more. You've got shading glass, like so. You've got obviously the hardened brick slab versions, you've got basalt, you've got bricks of granite, andesite and diorite, which there's no actual stuff here to get the andesite, granite and diorite or anything, because there is none, as far as I can tell. So maybe that's more to do with the 112 version, and maybe they just backported it. That's possible, or maybe it's something to be added eventually. So there's those, along with the flag dirt and other bits and pieces. You've got slab versions of the stuff here. You've got elevators like so, which I don't know if you can interact with. They don't work like any typical elevators, so I don't know if you need like an ender pearl, something to link them, or an ender eye maybe. I actually do not know. Nope, nothing there, so no idea. No idea what you do with those. Otherwise, you've got Black Quartz and such, moving along a fair bit there. You've got ladders, which you make like so. There's obviously the 4 different variations. You can easily just climb up these, I'm pretty sure, from the right side. Yep. The correct side, of course. The one that's obviously not on the outside of the block, as you can see. And you can place each of the different ones here, like so. You can actually expand off these if you want. So when you place it the first time, which I'll just go over here, you can place another one on top, and then you just keep doing that. It'll work like scaffolding or other means if you wanted to. So you can just keep expanding it off, but it has to make sure that you have to make sure there's a one placed above it, I think, before you can do that. We've got concrete, which I think is just for decoration. You can't actually make it, so you have to use creative to get it. Where did I put those? Here we go. So you can see the slabs and the concrete and such here. Obviously I didn't do all of them, but here's the ones that obviously I didn't put in. You've got vending machines, you've got a station platform, like so, which I think always places it downwards. It always places it like that, even though it's obviously just sort of like stairs with the texture there. Not so much on the bottom. Check the other side. Yep. You've got more small stairs. You've got some black tulips and lavender, which I think you can get dyes for. So you've got blue dye there. You've got black dye there. And you've obviously got the other dyes as well, compared to, say, bone meal, lapis, and so on. We've got dark emergency lights, slabs, bone tiles, and a few other different tiled blocks, as you can see there. The lamps, other things like an iron ladder. You've got bundles of rusted tracks, which are pretty much just a storage of it, I think. To then get an ingot again. You've got the different doors, as you can see here, which are pretty much just oak doors in recipe at least, and then obviously you do that because there's no multiple door types in 1.2.5 or otherwise, or at least the mod doesn't add any new ones. Just different coloured versions of what looks like a spruce door here. You've got the lights which we've covered, we've got red steel, which you can then make into black steel and make tools. You've got the gold 9 ingot, which doesn't do much as far as I can tell. Solomon's wand, which I think is just for placing these blocks of glowstone, and that gives us, I'm trying to actually work that out because I don't know yet. Maybe it is just a block you can't break. Let's go into creative and find out. So it's a Solomon block. Then we've got the other, which is a Great Solomon wand, which probably does about the same, but without the actual materials being the same. The recipe and the durability increase is a lot more, from 9,000 in comparison to 180. So there's that. And then finally we have the charms, which you can make teleport charms like so. So you can right click this and it'll give you a sort of message as well. So we do that, and then this, and then my guess is you just right click maybe? You teleport between them? I'm not too sure. Actually, maybe uses up each time. So there's that, and you can break the actual circle after if you get stuck or something. And it'll give you obviously coordinates as well as the distance, I think, between each. So it's changing its name all the time to give the distance between the teleport point, which is cool. And then it has its other name, I assume, which obviously I can't read. And then we'll cover the battle axe and mattock, but otherwise we've got some bombs which you can make with snowball, rose red, and TNT, and then you can obviously just make larger and larger ones or different variations of colors or something. I think there is a difference as to obviously why it does say Mark 1 or Mark 6 or something, but we'll just through these and see what they can do, because I think they are supposed to make a difference in terms of what they can do as a bomb, rather than just having their different names. They do definitely have a purpose, I assume. No, can't I get that open? Okay, maybe something just doesn't matter. Okay, so the game doesn't want to do anything apparently now, so that's annoying. We do have durability though on these, which is 2500 with the steel, which is actually not too bad. Yeah, for the lengths you have to go, it's not too bad. The mattock though, I assume, is just for crops and other things. Doors are not behaving correctly, and we'll see if we can do anything with doors with the mattock, which I don't think we can. Am I going to be forced to use creative mode for this? I probably might be able to. Might have to. No? Okay, the game just does not want to work for me right now, so we'll do what we can. And find out, I guess, like the, because that's probably stopped it. So, the axe can do that. And the mattock, my guess, is just for dirt and such, not ores, because it's breaking the grass block pretty easily. Yep, so that's that. Yep, so the world's getting completely destroyed with that one there. So that's what was obviously happening. And then other bombs that you also get, I guess, after breaking down something? I don't know. Otherwise though, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.